Hi, welcome back to my channel. I have waited a couple of days to make this video, and I hope I do it justice today. Now, I did my best. Yes, set up props. What are the props that I set up for this video? Look behind me, way up there, and behind me, even below, in front of me, to my left, and further to my left. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the puzzle brand EeBoo. Specifically, EeBoo Piece and Love, or the EeBoo Piece and Love line of jigsaw puzzles. Now, they make jigsaw puzzles in 100, 500, and 1,000 piece sizes. Currently, I think I have 18 EeBoo puzzles, and they're all 1,000 piece rectangle or square jigsaw puzzles. I have as yet to get any of the 500 piece puzzles, which are mostly round, if not all round. And I even want to try some of the 100 piece puzzles because although my grandson won't be 4 until March, I have been working on 100 piece Ravensburger puzzles with him. I would love to introduce him to the EeBoo puzzles. But let's talk about EeBoo. Now, I discovered that EeBoo, well, I knew this going in, and I'm just going to pick up a puzzle, any particular puzzle, not in any particular order, but they all say this right here. So let me tell you what this says. This says, always good, woman-owned, mother-run, recycled, New York City. Okay? So that is the key thing about this company. But this is a review video for the company based on 3 puzzles that they sent me so that I could get a little bit more understanding on their qualities and so that I could further relate to you my love of these puzzles. Now, I love these puzzles so much that on my own, without any prompting from anybody, I made a video called EeBoo for the Win. So I'm going to link that. I'm going to stick a card in this video for you to look at that video should you so desire. So that was just me as a consumer who fell madly in love with this puzzle brand, and I felt like I had to make a video. And I believe at the time I had 15, but no, I believe at the time I had something like 12. Then I had 15, 14. One I got secondhand, and then I got the 3 that were sent to me by the company. Furthermore, I perused this Facebook puzzle trade and buy group, and I found the Alchemist cabinet, and I literally just communicated with the seller, so I will have yet another EeBoo puzzle coming probably by the end of the week. Now, what is it about EeBoo? And yes, I will show you the 3 puzzles that they sent me and show you some of the other features of the 2 EeBoo puzzles that I have put together so far and about the artists and so forth. The first thing, like the little, let's see, I want to pick one that I'm not going to, let's pick this one. Like I said, they all say woman-owned, mother-run, okay? Now, I don't know quite exactly when the EeBoo company started. I'm sure I could have just run over to the EeBoo.com website to find out. But it started off as a company that made products for children to get them away from their screens. Products that children can play with independently or with their parents and or grandparents. I didn't know that. But what I did do this morning is I went to the EeBoo website, and as a grandmother who takes different opportunities to spend time with all of my various grandchildren, which number is at 11, okay? As a grandmother, I am truly intrigued because they have family games, I can't even read my own handwriting, craft items, card games, board games, and of course, puzzles. So I will be checking out that whole other line of products that I was literally, I want us to kind of say ignorantly because I was completely unaware. Okay. Now, the thing is, I'm a jigsaw puzzler, okay? I don't play board games or card games. The only card game I really play is Uno with my grandson, Aiden. And the only board games I play are things like Chutes and Ladders and Backgammon and things like that, again, with my grandchildren. But I found EeBoo because of the jigsaw puzzles. Well, I think it's going to be on here. It is. I am glad it is. You see that right there, EeBoo, and you see that heart, peace and love? Okay? Peace and love is a line that EeBoo started 2 years ago. I only found EeBoo on Black Friday with the Black Friday and Cyber Monday sale. That's when I was yanked into this company. So they created this peace and love line, and like I said, 100, 500, and 1,000 piece puzzles. Okay, so as they created this line, they created a very unique brand of jigsaw puzzles, at least unique to me, and the vivacity of these puzzles and the whimsical nature of these puzzles. Now, I'm going to I know that I've already done an EeBoo video, but this is more of a review of the products. So I just want to show you some of the brightness and the different styles. Now, this one here is one that I got on Facebook from a Facebook somebody in the puzzle trade group. So I think I paid $10 plus shipping for this. And it was hands down that, oh, definitely when it went up for sale, I said yes. Or you see this style. This one is here, Hike in the Woods. So you see the style that the artist that EeBoo has brought into their company use. Look at this one. English Cottage. Again, that style is just so amazing. Now, when I first got these puzzles, I was so excited to jump into them because of the way this puzzle looked right here. So this is the first EeBoo puzzle I put together, London Life. And I think I may have made, if I made a video on it, I will put a card up, but I'm not quite sure if I did. So this is London Life. And before I go back to the notes that I took, I also did this one, which is called Kitchen Chickens, because it reminds me of a Japanese artist named Eri. So I chose to do this. So I've only done 2 so far. But what I like about these puzzles is they have themes. It could be plants, it could be location, it could be animals, it could even be contemporary issues like women issues. And if you go to, did I say climate? I hope I said climate. But if you go to the eeboo.com website, you can see a lot more history behind the puzzles themselves, the artists, and the messages that the puzzles are trying to convey. And another thing that I like about these puzzles is most of the artists are female artists. It's, again, a woman-owned, mother-run company, so they primarily source artwork from female artists. So the most beautiful thing, or one of the most beautiful things, is when you buy these EeBoo puzzles, you are supporting the artists. You are not buying China-based knockoff puzzles that the companies like Amazon, and I love Amazon, but companies like Amazon sell, and you are not, the artist is not getting paid for their work. What I like about the EeBoo puzzles is there's always, the boxes are very busy, by the way. Let's look at a box and then I'll finish that thought. So you always have your illustration on the cover. And then if you store your puzzles, okay, let's do this right side up. You always have your illustration on the cover. And if you store your boxes like this, you can see what is the image there. Or if you, I guess if you wanted to do them flat, you can still see the image on either end. So I love that. And I'm going to open this puzzle because there's something I want to show you about the inside box of the box. This one, I taped this baby really, really good. Okay. So there's your inside box, right? And then they even put a little bit of design on the inside of the box. Was it worth it for me to open this to show you? Maybe not. But I love the care and concern that they put into their designs. But here's the thing. These are recycled products, recycled cardboard and vegetable-based ink. So they are really showing deep concern for nature. Now, the thought that I left off on is on each box, we'll do it like this really quickly. On most boxes, I guess I can't say each box, but yeah, okay. So I'll grab these three. You see what they do? They give you a mini bio of your artist, right? So let's say, for example, this kitchen chickens. This artist is Anissa Marcoux, and it says that she is an illustrator or artist, but they refer to as illustrators. Anissa Marcoux is a certified travel bug, which serves as a major inspiration for her works. Anissa used to design and screen print her own line of clothing, but when her family moved to Amsterdam in 2013, she started to paint. Let's learn about another artist. Or this illustrator is Monica Forberg for the London puzzle. And for Monica Forberg, it says that she loves drawing almost everything, but her favorite things to draw are ducks. She lives in London and finds inspiration for her flower drawings by walking down the road and looking at everyone's gardens. And then Monica's favorite colors are green, brown, and pinks, but she equally loves beige, yellow, and blue, and so on. So she just loves colors. Let's read one more. This is Jennifer Orkin Lewis, and she did this one here, which is called Seagull Garden. It's going to be a very challenging puzzle. Jennifer Orkin Lewis is inspired by small everyday things. She keeps a daily sketchbook, which she often shares on Instagram, allowing her to stay fresh and experiment. Jennifer says that it takes years to develop your style, so practice as much as you can. So I love that most of these boxes have mini bios for the illustrators that are producing these puzzles for our enjoyment. I absolutely love that. Something else that I love about the EeBoo puzzles that I've never seen on any other puzzle box until I bought these. There's a poem on the back of every single box. You see that? Why don't we read the one for Seagull Garden? A garden blooming by the sea is the perfect place to be. Passing sails in azure sky. I'm going to start this over. A garden blooming by the sea is the perfect place to be. Passing sails in azure sky. A lazy seagull soaring by. Enjoy this puzzle and the view. Hear the waves? They're calling you. Let's read another one. Let's read the one for kitchen chickens. A cup of tea, a lemon slice, flowers red and pink. Kettle, cat, and coffee can, what do these chickens think? This puzzle includes everything except the kitchen sink. I love it. I'm going to read one more. I know I said I'm just going to read one more. Let me read another one. By the way, this is for London Life. Don't worry if some rain should fall, or an old Big Ben or Grand St. Paul's. London goes on about its day as double-deckers speed away. A cup of tea? Why don't you stay? This puzzle's for a rainy day. Love it, love it, love it. So, let's scroll back the calendar to Black Friday. Prior to Thanksgiving, I owned nothing or had no idea about EeBoo. I don't know where and how, but somewhere in the Black Friday sale, I saw this bright and vivid puzzle marked down to $10.99 for the Black Friday sale. 50% off. I bought it. And then I bought another one. And by the end of Black Friday, I had 6 puzzles on their way to me. So I bought my first 6 puzzles thanks to the Black Friday sale. I was done. Because the next day they went back up to $21 or $23.99. Then Cyber Monday, just a couple days later, I think they were 40% off. So they went up to $13.99. So I bought 7 more. And then I saw one more I just had to have, and I bought that one too. And then, like I said, I found this on Facebook group, so I got this one. Okay. That brought me to 15. So I made that video, EeBoo for the win. And then I was watching a Karen puzzles video, and she talked about how generous EeBoo is to, what's the word? I'm drawing a blank, but people that want to help the company to get into the hands of other people. So I approached them on Instagram and said, hey, I'm an influencer. I love your puzzles. Here's a link to my video. What do you think? So what did they do? In 3 days' time, I'm going to show it to you on the binders. In 3 days' time, they sent me these. Yes, these 3 puzzles for this YouTube channel for me to share information about how you can get their puzzles and how gorgeous they are. So let's look at the 3 that they sent me. And this was a hard choice because last night around midnight, I opened up one of these boxes and I wanted to open all 3. And I've already set out the border. Okay. This one here is called Summer Bouquet. 3 gorgeous sunflowers with beautiful flowers. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful puzzle. One of their brand new puzzles. Most people do not have it because it literally just came out. As a matter of fact, when I went to put these puzzles on my iCollect app, which is the app I use to track all of my Jigsaw puzzles, I had to enter in all the data because these puzzles are that new. Then this one here is English Hedgerow, and this has cows on it. Again, reminds me so much of Erie. The artist for this one, by the way, is Victoria Ball, and she lives in the southwest of England with her husband, 2 children, and their dog, Dougal. Victoria is inspired by the natural world. Her favorite subjects are plants and flowers. Her favorite snack is chocolate, and though it's hard to pick a favorite bird, she loves to see bullfinches in the garden. So there you have it. And then, as I mentioned, there's always a poem. So here's the illustration. Let's see how the poem relates to the illustration. Wild profusion in a line, a living fence of shrubs and vine. Rampant chaos brings order, emphatically to every border. So there is that. Our artist that I didn't tell you for the sunflower one, that is Malin Silesvan. She lives in Stockholm, Sweden. And then this is the one that I'm working on now, but it's Sunday and I have Kingdom Hall and I'm babysitting, so I probably won't get to this until the evening. But this one here that I decided to start is Hummingbird and Gems. So there are 4 hummingbirds and some gorgeously colored gems with also flowers, as you can see. This illustrator is Claire Celeste Borsch, an American artist living in Berlin. Her work is inspired by our planet's dwindling biodiversity. And then the rest of her mini bio is on the box. The poem for her is, you're startled when a hummingbird hummers as you search for words. To name its iridescent hues, emerald, ruby come to mind. These birds and gems are of a kind, rare and precious, so refined. So, I want to thank EeBoo for these puzzles. I don't want to leave anything. Oh, I guess I should tell you, the owner of the company is Mia Gallison. She's the owner and creator and director of the company. And she has done a remarkable job sourcing these beautiful artists for this beautiful, whimsical, different, bright, illustrative work. And I want to thank them so much for sending me these puzzles. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that you will check EeBoo out. And before we close this video, I want to give you some links, and I will put them in the description. EeBoo.com is the company. You can get them from puzzlewarehouse.com. You can get them from Amazon and probably some other online sources. But let's talk about the best part for people who just want to learn about these color puzzles. Do you know that they're older stock and they've only been around for 2 years for the Peace and Love line? They're older stock you can get on Zulily.com or use the Zulily app on your device and get them for 40% off. And I believe they're $13.49 per puzzle. So these $23.99 puzzles on Amazon are also on Zulily for $13. Yes, I am going to the Zulily site this afternoon and hopefully get my first circular puzzles. And I do want to mention one other thing I wanted to mention really quick. These puzzles, as I mentioned, are square and rectangle. The square puzzles are 23 by 23, so they're relatively larger puzzles. And you'll always see the size of the puzzle pieces on the box itself. But I did want to mention puzzle size because I forgot to mention that, but I think you should know that. And why did I want to tell you? Because foam board is usually 20 by 30 if you're using foam board. Well, your square puzzles are 23 by 23, so you won't be able to use a standard size foam board. I don't quite remember the size of the rectangle puzzles. I know that I said I would end the video, but I think it's important for us to find a rectangular puzzle. Okay, your rectangular puzzles are 21 by 28, so for your 20 by 20 foam board, that's not going to work. I think it was important for me to let you know that you'll think of your puzzle surface. I personally use the Bits and Pieces Deluxe Swivel Easel. That's what I use. But you could also use other thingies. But I did want to tell you 20 by 3 by 23 square or 21 by 28 rectangle. Or for your round puzzles, the circumference is 23 inches. For comparison, this Jigsaw circumference is 27 inches diameter, while their rounds are 23 inches diameter. So the measurements are important. So when you plan out your puzzle surface or your puzzle station, keep the measurements in mind. But that's it. Thank you for watching. I will be back with more. Bye-bye.